Hello everyone, and welcome to Saving Feyce, a Craftic Studios D&D 5e campaign. Things to note as you join us on this adventure. First, this is a heavily homebrewed campaign where we'll bend the rules to suit our story. If it makes a good story, the rule goes out the window. All players are using either homebrew or community-created races, classes, or both, and we'll be revealing those as they're revealed over the course of the story, so as to avoid spoiling anything. We'll be using safety tools at the table. These will be present in the use of safety cards and extensive communications behind the scenes. Our goal is to make our players and our table as safe as possible. So if we suddenly cut stream, please don't be alarmed. We're working things out, and we'll be back shortly. Oh yeah, and we swear. A lot. Good evening, everybody. My name is Justin McGregor. Welcome to Saving Feyce. I'll be your DM for this evening. Let's introduce our players, starting from my bottom left.
Oh, you're like that. Oh, that would be me. Sorry,
That would be you. Yes,
we talked about this.
Chris is watching.
Yeah, he said he was going to. Nice.
Okay, but actually to my bottom left is Liz.
Hear us.
Dun, 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 dun.
We'll be right back.
Okay, let's try that again. Hi, y'all.
Oh no.
Wait, we're all out of
Just
order
it
now.
now.
Sorry, folks.
We just can't win tonight.
It's fine. Just please
It's
bear
cool.
with
It's
us.
fine. It's cool.
Things are falling apart and the dice haven't even started rolling yet.
Just
Sorry, folks.
Tyler.
I
Bree.
swear we did a tech run.
We
We
really
did.
did do a tech run.
Thanks,
Thanks,
fine.
Streamlabs. We appreciate you.
Right? It's cool. It's fine.
We see
the
you
plan
there in the
all
chat,
along was-
Streamlabs. You're
From
Prof
Meg.
was the,
Yeah,
the
right?
lovely reminder we just got from
Yes.
Lee.
Thanks, Lee. Appreciate you.
Just looking out for us.
We're trying, I promise.
Off and on.
I'll be right back. My timer's going off.
Yep.
I turned it off and on again.
So did Meg's
So,
timer.
so did Meg.
Oh, for God's sake.
No, you're fine. Hold on, let me turn it on. Somebody talk.
Hi, how's it going? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear anything that I'm saying? Cool.
I can. It's picking it up in stream.
Cool.
I had to. I turned stream on. Yep.
Good.
We don't have music,
Continue.
so I believe it was your turn, Kayla.
Indeed.
Layout's a little funny, but that's fine. Hi, my name is Kayla. I will be playing Diana Farandel.
Oh no.
You can find me, Nikki, you have my subtitles. You can find me on Twitter at KMC_, and I am very excited to be here with you guys tonight.
Are you next? I don't.
Yes.
Okay,
It's
the
you
whole
next,
thing
Liz.
is just weird. Hi, y'all. I'm Liz, and I will be playing Aoife. You can find me on the Twitter at emjosia. Yeah. Next.
Nikki.
I think it's me. Sorry, I've got a bunch of food in my mouth. Hi, everybody. It's me, Nikki. You can find me on Twitter at TheWigDM, and I'm super excited to be here today. This is going to be great.
And I guess that leaves me. I'm
does.
Abe at _Abeloic on Twitter. You can also find me here every other Tuesday currently and most Sundays on the Craftic Studios channel. And I play Marge.
Very good. Less technical problems. This would normally be the part of the show where I would ask a player for a recap, but as this is the first episode, there's no sense in that. So instead, what say I set a scene? Our story will begin in the dead of winter in the Magisterium de Orleans at the end of a 10 years war between the Magisterium and the Federation of Noltak. The two nations, each allied with one of the major courts of the Fey, take up the larger part of the only well-charted continent of this world, known to its inhabitants as Eta. The armistice now stands between the Magisterium and is held for about 6 months, and things are starting to return to normal. On command of Her Majesty, every resident of the Magisterium is required to perform civic duties for the realm on summons from the Sending Corps for a period of no greater than a month and no more than a full year in any decade. And it's on one such summons that our party will find themselves today. You each received a letter 2 weeks prior instructing you to make your way to Fort Laplace outside the capital city of Festifoltal and to report at daybreak at the appointed time to the encampment of Her Majesty's garrisons. This morning, at sunrise, you received a message spoken directly into your mind. Report to the parade grounds, Tent 5. Corps representatives are waiting to receive you. Acknowledge receipt and report immediately. And so, as you make your way to the parade grounds, let's start with, we'll go in order again. Aoife. As you approach, in front of the clearly labeled bright purple Tent 5, there is an elven man sitting there with a quill and a parchment and a little box, giving off the air of someone who has been in civil service for 250 years, which is to say he is bored to death. Next to him is a keen-eyed human woman looking you over with quill in hand and what looks for all the world like a sketchbook. Tell me what they see.
They see a fairly young-looking elven woman, pale skin, not very tall for an elf, with lots and lots of red hair that is a mess. It literally looks like she took mud and just pulled it up out of the way so that it could be just back away from her face. There's feathers and there's beads and gears and all sorts of random things in her hair. And she's wearing a blue dress with a black corset, and she's barefoot. She's carrying a quarterstaff that has a crook, hook on the end, and a backpack.
As you finish approaching the table, the bored-looking man, who you can now see is wearing a name tag saying, "Hello, my name is Peridot," looks up to you and asks for your name and point of origin, hometown, or port of entry.
My name is Aoife Inkblood. It's Inkblood, and I am from Gibson's Ferry. Well, outside, near there, close enough.
He goes rifling through some papers, finds yours, collects the sketch from the artist next to him, hands it off to a robed figure and go, "In the tent."
And was that just like super fast sketch that she did as I was walking up? Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
The Sending Corps collects art, so they better know how to identify you when they need to send to your mind in future.
Ah.
So they are updating your file since you're here. Ever the efficient bureaucracy. And so Kayla, when you approach the table, what do they see?
They see a half elf who is about 5'7", fair skin, but freckles across her face. Kind of looks like she's been out in the sun more recently. Doesn't really care too much about covering her face and whatnot to keep her fair. She is blonde with muddy green eyes with gold flecks. And she walks up. She's very proud, likes to hold herself. You can tell she used to be a lady. She's used to having a certain air about her. And I walk up and I state, "My name is Diana Farrendell, Lady Diana Farrendell." And
Port of origin?
My port of origin is Holstunt.
Collects papers, hands it off the hooded guy, and the tent.
I go in. I follow and go next to Aoife.
Nice. Abe,
Yes.
as you approach, what do they see?
So they see a probably 6.5 foot tall warforged that is, instead of covered in plates and metal like normally, is covered with gold coin sized wooden panels, wearing simple thrown away peasant's clothes of white tunic, brown trousers, and a black hooded robe. The outstanding feature on him is that his head looks like a bear instead of a humanoid, and he has a blue square in his forehead. He's got a shield and a quarterstaff that looks like a sapling that has been ripped out of the ground.
Nice. And likewise, you'll be asked name and port of origin or hometown.
I am the Aegis unit MARGE. I am from Lash Strong.
He grabs paper, hands it to you, does another one of these, never says a word to you, just that way. Clearly, you are his first Warforged in 250 years.
Oops.
Nah, it's a thing. Meg.
Well, Marcella walks up to the table and just looks at this gentleman expectantly. What he sees is about a 5'5" woman with a rather imposing air. It's very, very clear that she has a thing for lace and leather because she is wearing a pair of leather pants and a belted leather corset. She has a couple of daggers strapped to her hip as well as a bag at her hip as well. But she's got this air about her. Her hair is done up fairly nicely. You know, it's down, but it's done. So it's like wavy. It's really dark brown. And then she's got dark eyes. She's kind of fair skinned, but it's very, very clear upon looking at her that it looks like she hasn't slept in days.
You will likewise be asked name and hometown or port of origin.
You seriously have no idea who I am.
Lady, if I knew what I asked.
Fine, I can't believe we're doing this. Lady Marcella Meladandri.
My ear perks at her last name.
Well, yes, Lady Marcella. Here you are. Tent, please.
Thank you. And she saunters off.
And lastly, Nikki.
Mm-hmm. Yes, go on.
Name, port of origin or hometown, please.
Name.
Amazing.
Nia Durand. Point of origin. The stars particularly, but where I hail from would be a plus.
Oh, hometown girl.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Love it.
And just for the record, what do they see as you walk up?
They see a very bored looking human woman. Ombre, brown to green hair, very dark, black skin, very done up makeup, wearing a pink dress, accessories, and a cup with a green stag logo on it that she is drinking out of.
Nice. You likewise are
love.
motioned to the tent, which I assume just
Thank you.
I love Mia so much.
And we've all fallen in love. That's
Hold on.
Right.
Robin's
Ooh, and
Hold on, Mr. Producer. Can you put a link to the logo she's referring to in chat?
oh gosh.
Don't worry, I will tweet out the logo at break for everyone to see.
We have branding already, everybody.
we do.
Yes.
Merch coming soon.
Arctic Gun shows up 15 minutes late with Starbucks.
Except it's not Starbucks.
It's Celestial Stags.
Right.
However,
Definitely
Starbucks,
not
if you are
Starbucks.
watching, we would take a sponsorship.
Right.
Ooh, I'd take a sponsorship. I'd do it. I'll take
I'll
those
take
$5
that
gift
fat coffee
cards.
money in a hot second. All right. So once you're in the tent, a few minutes later, two men walk in. One considerably older, bald head, looks for all the world like every trophy drill sergeant you've ever seen in your entire life.
God.
And the other is a rather petulant looking, probably 18-year-old, also human, looking about as put upon as anyone ever could. By his dress, you would imagine he is rich beyond words, and he wants to be anywhere else in all the world than right there.
So do we.
Well,
Absolutely.
welcome to the life of civil service, friends.
Well, that's
Marge
none of my
definitely would
business.
want to be. He would want to be anywhere but in town.
Literally anywhere but this town. I know. Okay, so the tall, bald, grizzly-looking drill sergeant dude waits to see if he can get your attention, and when he doesn't, starts clearing his throat. As you eventually turn around, he goes, "All right, everyone, listen up. You are being voluntold to escort young Master Petrus Fengrir here to his university, Five Spires, located just this side of the town of Balmoral. The trip should take 1 week, and of course, the Magisterium allows for an extra 30% travel time on any such assignments. Once Petrus is safely delivered, a waiting member of the university faculty will receive him, and you will each be paid a premium rate for such assignments of 125 gold each. You can clearly tell this guy doesn't make that kind of money. Should you fail to appear at the appointed time or within the grace period, you will be tracked down by members of Her Majesty's garrison and tried for abdication of your duties."
Whoa, that escalated quickly. Okay.
So, here's your supplies. He takes a little chest and sets it on the table. He's all yours. He turns around and walks off.
But-
The young man continues to simply look bored.
Ah.
Did you want to try to catch him?
Yes.
Oh no.
I did.
You do.
Oh.
I
Very
do.
good. How do you get his attention?
I kind of run up behind him and kind of just grab shoulder and kind of.
He'll stop and spin
Gently.
around. Yes,
If I heard you correctly, you said Balmoral?
that's correct.
Okay.
Cart, horses, right there. There Petrus
Oh.
is. He knows what to do with them.
Of course.
Does he?
Thank you. And I just turn around and go back to Aoife and Marge.
I'll turn to Petrus and say, but do you actually know what to do with the cart and the horses? Just
Come on,
curious,
No,
mostly.
that's why we hire servants.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, my grades weren't that bad. We could have just teleported there, but no, Mom and Dad wanted to teach me a lesson. And so now, 2 weeks before the Lunar Revels, I have to go with you lot by cart.
I see.
We
Sounds-
aren't all that
Oh.
bad.
Marcella is standing next to Nia, and she just is like fuming because she has just realized that she is essentially a glorified shipping service for a
First
angsty
spoiled
teenage
college
brat.
kid. Yeah.
Tell me, sweetheart, what were you good at in school?
Me?
Yes.
Mostly extraplanar physics.
Mm-hmm. Really now. And you can't find the way to teleport yourself back to school? It seems like you need more studying.
Look, I'm a sophomore, okay? One of these days we'll get there. But in the meantime, come on. We got places to go. And he just starts walking toward the carriage. Crawls inside and waits.
I have 2 questions.
Yeah.
What does the carriage look like? Is it like a fancy carriage that people actually ride in, or is it more like a cart with
Oh,
horses?
no.
attached?
It's a fancy proper carriage.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And what is inside the chest that we were given?
Very good. What's inside the chest is a map to your location,
Perfect.
where the stops marked along the way, suggested stops at any rate.
Okay.
And I just saw Chad. Yes, Ben. And 6 healing potions.
Ooh.
Cool.
It
Which
is
size?
presumed you brought your own rations.
All right.
I did. In
So-
this
so it's-
cup.
So Marge would pick up the chest after everyone's done reading through it and walk it to the cart and put it in.
Okay.
And then pull the spoiled brat out for the ladies to get in.
To be clear, do you open the door?
Yes.
Okay, good. you almost immediately get confronted with a small yappy dog.
Oh,
Ooh.
It's roughly yay long, incredibly short legs, brown fur, three little nub tails that can't seem to all wag in the same direction, and huge ass radar-like ears. And it doesn't want you coming anywhere near that boy.
So Marcella would like to approach this dog, and she
Yes.
just glares at it and says no.
oh.
She is just going to straight up intimidate this dog.
Give me, how about animal handling? We'll call it a DC 15.
Okay, we're rolling with brand new dice, so we're going to see how bad these are.
Yay.
So bad. That was a 10. It doesn't pass, but it was a 10.
So Marge is going to reach out and scritch the dog between the eyes and go,
Shush.
with a 18 on the animal handling check.
Oh, wow.
She just lays down. She doesn't move from the door. She lays down, puts her little head right there.
Oh, my gosh.
Strong and good with animals. I'm keeping
All
you.
three tails still just coming.
Ma'am, this is the Wendy's.
Then Marge is going to pull out a piece of pocket jerky, like
Right.
just trail ration,
Yeah,
and like toss it behind the dog so it moves out of the way,
Okay.
and slide the chest in.
So noted. The dog moves. She chases the thing. So
Is there a bench at the front of the cart?
there is.
Carriage.
There's actually sufficient seating on top for
Is
several
there an-
people.
Is there an
and-
actual driver, or are we also expected to drive?
No, you're also expected to drive.
Okay, cool.
I'll drive.
Marge will walk behind the cart, beside the cart.
Okay.
I don't think it can bear the weight of Marge.
Oh, that's probably a good point.
Probably
Nia absolutely gets inside the cart.
And no
Just
one
like
was
to point out-
surprised.
I would just like to point out that our producer just added another quote to our commands.
We have a command. We have a command
There
for
we go.
mammoths.
Perfect.
This was too good.
Sorry.
Okay. Where
Is it?
Who said they were driving?
Diana did.
Diana's driving.
Is there like a foot at the back of this cart? Like, is it carriage like, so it's got that like seat on the back for
Yes.
a footman?
Yes.
Marcella just climbs up and sits there.
Very good.
And Aoife will walk on the opposite side of Marge. So,
I think we broke Abe.
gosh.
Magic quote 10. Anyway.
Yeah.
I haven't had enough to drink for that.
All right. So, heading out. Yes.
Yeah.
Following your
I
map.
think so.
I guess I'm entertaining. What's his nuts? I guess.
Yes.
What's his name?
I've already forgotten your name.
Bertrand,
Yes.
Petrus.
Petrus,
That's his
Petrol.
dog.
Petrol, dear. Tell
Putrus.
me about your family, I guess.
They're the living worst.
My bedside manners are phenomenal. Can't you tell?
I'm sorry. I'm looking at Aoife and Marge and I just go, I'm sorry. Who decided that she should be responsible for watching the petulant child?
Well, to be fair, they're inside the carriage, so they're not really going to go anywhere unless he actually does somehow figure out teleportation magic.
In that case, our job would be done.
No one asked. She just got in.
Did
So-
any?
And to be clear, Petrus is not happy about it. He will give the barest possible answers to anything. and spends most of his time scratching his dog, which you do manage to learn is named Lucy.
Oh, this boy doesn't want to talk to me? Perfect. We can sit in silence all through the car ride. Perfect. Love it.
Is anyone else bothered by the fact that we're essentially a glorified shipping service?
Well, I mean, it's kind of
Money's
what
money, honey.
we signed up for. Except
I didn't sign up. I
We
was
didn't really sign up.
Yes,
We were kind of
yes.
summoned.
Follow
I would
me.
prefer
Anything
not
to get out of
to.
town?
I would rather not be going to Balmoral, but don't really get a choice.
I'm sorry, what did you say your name was again?
Mine.
No, the other elf.
My name is Diana. Diana Farandel. And yours? I remember yours. You said it was what? Melisandre?
Marcella.
Your last
Not-
name.
Meladandri.
Pardon me.
I put the
Are
two
you-
together by accident.
Are you a lady?
Yeah, in the cart, like.
Well, last time I checked, but I'm not about to strip down for you either.
I meant, is your family noble?
Yes, of course they are.
That's where I know it from.
I'm familiar with your family's name as well, though this is not quite what I was expecting.
Well, you know, some things change. Not everyone can just live the life of being a lady and enjoy it.
You know nothing about me, child.
I didn't. I wasn't implying I did. I just face forward and continue driving the cart.
Very good.
Ava, can I walk next to you? They
Of
are
course.
bickering.
Marge and I kind of hang back and follow the cart as opposed to walking closely. Just to give them a little space, a little breathing room.
Is there like a partition between the inside of the cart and the driver's seat or something like that?
It's pretty much fully enclosed.
Damn it.
You'd knock.
Oh, yeah, you can always knock.
No, I like to see people's faces when I talk to them. It's weird, and you don't. Oh well, I guess I'll just continue enjoying my rations. There's obvious quotation marks around that word. Proceed.
Wait, rations or enjoy?
Yeah, I was gonna say which one though. Is it enjoy
Or
the rations, or is it
rations.
enjoy the rations, quote unquote?
Well,
Yes.
I decided to pack myself a fruit salad made primarily of grapes, fermented grapes. It's wine.
It's wine. Got it. Okay. So it is rations because you are probably enjoying it. Got it.
It is rations because I'm enjoying it and consuming it, and I packed it for myself.
Hey, Marge. Pick a number between 1 and 100.
Oh, Jiminy Crickets.
Pick a number.
Roll your percentiles.
I'm gonna roll my percentile.
Do it.
We're D&Ding. Roll some damn dice.
That would be a 5.
On a percentile? Damn. Fuck.
Ooh,
We're in danger.
We all chuckle nervously.
I'm gonna roll just to see.
Oh no.
I shit thee not. I rolled
Steph.
a 3.
Steph, it's the Stiver dice. That's why I rolled a
Oh.
5.
I rolled a freaking 3. I cannot believe it.
Nice.
Wow.
Amazing.
What? So
This is
Oh,
great.
So-
impressive.
Doing
This is
great.
good.
Somehow
job.
or another,
We managed to
you
evade it.
managed to make it to the first stopover
nice.
without getting ambushed.
Like,
Yes.
okay. All right.
Can I just say thank you, James Stiver, for the cursed dice that just saved our asses.
Cursed.
They're not necessarily cursed for you. They're cursed for everyone else. That's the curse.
Hey, they're not cursed because we got to the first stop safely.
You did.
Dope.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Nick.
Okay. So you make camp. Tell me who's on first watch.
I am. Marcella is.
Okay.
I have to roll something real quick. Continue doing your thing, though. Don't mind me.
Who else?
I'll sit there.
I'll do a watch, at least the first one with Red over here. That way I can get it done and get my beauty sleep afterwards.
Anybody else, or everybody else taking second?
I'll take second.
That's what.
That's
That's
fine.
the. So wait, who's on first watch? Raise your hand.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought it was Alfie that was on first watch, so it's gonna be Marcella on first watch.
Yep, Marcella. And I've got Marcella and Nia.
Dope. Never mind. I would change my words then. Sorry.
I'll
Wait, you're going
first
second?
watch.
I was like,
I'll
Red,
fir-
I'm like, look, I know she's got an affinity for Red, but come on.
I'll first watch.
No, I've got it. It's fine. You can do second watch.
Well,
Do you actually want to do this in character? Why do you want to be on first watch?
You look squishy. Well, I mean, he's
I
not
mean,
wrong.
I'm squishy and firm in various different places. If you would like to find out, that we can always negotiate that. I didn't realize Warforged were into that. Never had a Warforged as a customer before.
You look easy to damage. Better phrase.
Well, that's just your opinion now, there, isn't it? Never
No,
judge
not better
a person
phrase.
by their cover. But you're sweet to be concerned. I'm going to do first watch so that I can take my beauty sleep afterwards. Now, if you want to try convincing wonderful lady in lace, if she wants to swap with you, I'm more than happy to accompany either one of you. I personally don't care.
how many watches are we gonna have? 2, 3, 2.
Well, then I really don't think it's going to matter how many people are on first watch and how many are on second.
Well, just a matter of, we have 2 humans and 2 elves, so we don't, Diana and I don't really need to sleep, really. More of a
Nap.
sit and relax sort of thing.
If you actually want
So-
to just suggest that 2 people do watch and I don't have to take a watch and I can just get all the beauty sleep that I'd like, perfect, wonderful, excellent. Thank you, you're a doll. And Nia's going to go to sleep.
And White Ant passes out.
I guess that
She doesn't pass out.
solves
She
that.
she does a whole thing. She her rations also included like moisturizers and like she wraps her hair up, like puts on a mask, like the
whole routine.
the whole routine.
Marcella's watching this happen and is like kind of mildly questioning her lady status because her nighttime regimen is nothing like this.
When what everyone sees is your bargaining chip, that is why you take care of it.
So
Marge is gonna look over at Aphie and Diana and go,
can we charge double for carrying her as well?
Wouldn't that
It's
be
not a
nice?
bad idea.
Aoife goes to the far edge of the camp and stands up the I've lost my word.
staff.
Thank you. Her quarterstaff, and attaches a small set of wind chimes to it, and comes back into the camp to take the first watch.
Can I get from our first watch perception rolls, please?
I'm
And
going
that
to
would
use
be.
the other new set of dice.
Oh yeah, let's use my mixed color dice.
Damn, Kayla sent me cursed dice.
You deserve it. That is a
A 7.
Oof.
Justin, check Zoom messages.
Meg, that's a yes. And Greg, that's also a yes.
11.
25 and a 2.
Oof. Wow. Amazing.
Maybe I should have stayed awake. Jesus Christ. Oh well, I guess this is how I die. Just asleep, doing a beauty regimen.
Not at all. Okay. Kind of fitting, actually, that it would be Marge that notices this. So, as the sun sets, you all manage to notice, despite a 7, that the swamp has a glow to it, sort of a faint green that illuminates everything out beyond the dense stand of trees that lines this little wide spot in the road. And in fact, I will go ahead and move you in roll 20 so that you see where you are.
Oh shit.
Oh, pretty.
You will be right there. Okay.
I'm sorry. Can you ping that one more time, please?
Sure thing. Right there. There's the card.
Oh, down by the cart. Okay.
There you are.
Shrink the map
Understood.
some more.
Yeah, just move your tokens when you can. So yeah, the swamp at night has a certain green glow.
Get off me.
As the light of
No,
day-
you enjoy it too much.
as the light of day fails, you see the planetary ring system come into sharper focus. And out beyond it, a small, red, angry-looking moon. The moon is in a particularly bad mood tonight. Marge,
Yes, sir.
in and among the swell of night things, you also hear something that is definitely not a bird, trying badly to imitate one. You know this to almost certainly be the sound of goblins trying to decoy dinner.
Mm.
But it's far enough away that at the moment, you don't really have to worry about it too much.
Okay.
But they're definitely there.
Yeah, if that's the case, I would make sure that I pointed the noise out as well as possible to Marcelo,
Mm-hmm.
and then kind of drift towards the side of the camp I'm hearing these noises from.
Very good. They're pretty constant, which suggests to you that they're not having much luck. But they don't seem to come any closer. Wherever they are is where they're staying. Other than that, first watch is fairly uneventful. I'm assuming when you wake second watch, you would tell them as well.
Yes.
Okay.
And I would give them the general direction of that way or whichever direction.
Anything the two of you would be doing on watch of note other than just watching?
I don't think so.
Okay. So, as you go down, second watch wakes up, and for the first 2 hours or so, everything is quiet. But as she's going to bed, Marcella,
Yes.
tell us what normally happens when you go to sleep.
So there is a very, very specific reason as to why Marcella looks like she has not slept in days, because when she sleeps, she ends up in the ethereal plane. It's a thing. She wakes up rested like she has gotten a full night's sleep, but she does not feel like she has slept. So she is just a perpetually tired pigeon. Um, but essentially, what happens is she lays down, she goes to sleep, she wakes up in the ethereal plane.
Nice. And on the ethereal plane, you can still sort of see the prime material out to a range of 60-ish feet. And on most nights, it looks exactly like the waking world, but not tonight.
Oh.
Where there is a clearing and a cart in the waking world, there is a house. And on the porch, in a rocking chair, is a comfortably middle-aged tiefling man reading a book. It takes him a moment to notice that you're there. And as he does, he closes his book, sets it aside, and starts to approach. Well, hello there, summer child. How'd you come to find me here?
Well, it's safe to say I wasn't exactly looking. You see, it's just kind of this thing that happens to me. I fell asleep on this tree, and I have woken up here. And you maybe?
You can call me Chauncey.
Chauncey. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Chauncey.
Well, likewise, ma'am. I wonder, when are you?
That is a good question, Justin. When am I?
That is a wonderful way to phrase that. I love it.
The lunar year is 2167. You are 2 weeks before the new year.
2167.
So fourth age.
And might I ask, when are you exactly?
I am for all time. Well, I am now. I'm sort of unmoored, would be the best way to put it. Is this house still standing where you are?
Unfortunately, it is not. Currently, there is a cart there, not a house.
Weird. Well, regardless, I should offer you some. And the sentence is cut off by a scream. Everyone can hear it, both in the ethereal and in the waking world. Out in the swamp, there is the unmistakable sound of a young man screaming at the top of his lungs. Moments later, those of you who are awake see a flash of brown fur streaking out into the swamp, barking wildly. A few moments after that, there is a yelp, and then silence.
Well, before she is even able to finish her conversation with Chauncey, she hears that, and Marcella, just under her breath, just goes, "Stupid, petulant," and she wakes up in the wakes up on her tray.
Very good.
Marge activates.
The mask comes off. God damn it, messing with my money.
I'm standing up, great sword out, looking.
Nice.
Let's go.
Very good.
Which way did it go?
Well, first of all, is what I'm sorry, is Petrus is he still, is he in the carriage? Is that where the screaming came from?
No, the screaming came from out on the swamp.
Oh, even better. Okay, cool.
Was it
It's
the
fine,
same
it's
direction
cool.
the goblins were?
Yes, it is.
Marge picks up his quarterstaff, root ball held high, straps his shield on, and starts walking that direction.
Very good. Do the rest of you fall in line?
I follow right behind. Great sword out.
Yeah,
Ready.
pulls a rapier out of somewhere. Puts it-
Shing!
don't even want to know. The sword just appears.
like she pulls out literally like a bag, just like ruffles through it, and just out comes the rapier. Just like
Amazing.
It's a mom purse.
It's where the other 8 bottles of wine are.
Mary
yeah.
Poppins
So-
bag.
Marcella
Amazing.
has a crossbow that she normally wears across her back, and she has it next to her when she sleeps. So she picks that up. And this is also the first time that you guys would notice that she also has a hood, and she pulls her hood up as we go off into the swamp.
Just for shits and giggles, we kind of figured it out already, but I just want to double check. The kid is not in the cart.
Correct.
right?
The kid is very definitely not in the damn cart.
Just wanted to make
And
Oh.
neither is Lucy anymore.
Nope.
Oh. Hmm.
I don't want to get too hated on. I had to hold that back. Nia's very bail right now. Like, it's an animal. It's fine. It happens. I'm not gonna say that out loud though.
Seems like you already did.
I already did. And she's like, oh, it's
But
just
not
an
in
animal,
character,
it'll
so
be
none of you
fine."
know.
Yeah.
But I don't need to say that out loud. It's fine.
We love you though, Pin.
Even Steph called you out. Why you gotta kill the dog, Justin?
Y'all don't know that the dog is dead.
Just
I'm
made
I'm
way.
aware of this.
No.
We are going to assume that the dog is fine. Everything's fine.
Not
Um,
that heartless. Jesus.
Yes, we're going through the forest. How goodness gracious. Light source. How bright
Dim
is
light.
it? Dim light? Okay.
Got a dirty 20 and a 15 on perceptions.
Okay. So realizing the audience can't see this, ping for me where you're going.
Well, since you told me it would be where we heard the goblins from, I would need to know where we heard the goblins from.
They would be over here somewhere.
I'm not seeing your pings.
Oh.
Me either.
I just saw the cart and assumed that's what you were referring to with
Oh.
put your tokens there.
There's your ping.
Still not seeing it.
Mm-mm.
Am I on the wrong layer? It's possible I'm on the wrong layer.
All the way to the top gets there.
Yeah, I got that.
There
There it
you
is.
are.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then Marge would be on this way.
Okay. So give me those perception rolls again.
Dirty 20 and a 16.
So about the time you clear, so the way swamps generally are, is you have this clearing, and then there's like some dense underbrush, and like cypress or cedar trees and fronds and whatnot. The second you clear that, you hear the flutter of wings. You would recognize them as sprite wings, tearing off into the swamp just as fast as they can go. You never do manage to see them, but you certainly hear them.
And we're in Sealy territory now, correct?
Correct. You are in Sealy territory. You have no way of knowing which they were.
Right. You would just hear Marge
Let's go. Mhm.
I just kind of side eye.
Right.
Like, all right, you good? Okay.
pixies. Sprites.
I don't think anyone really enjoys them.
So let me get my little tool out here. You're following a fairly well-marked path. Not so much laid down in dirt, but just it's clear that this has been traveled a lot.
Yeah.
Through fairly open swamp. Off to your right as you walk, you'll see an open slough. It covers about 4 acres with cypress trees, some living, some dead. And out beyond it, what looks like the ruins of an old house place. Um, I'd like everyone to give me perception checks, please.
Oof.
1915.
Good lord.
21.
Oh.
7.
I mean, he's got a +6.
Fair enough.
16.
I should have said that was a DC 15. So everybody at 15 and above will notice this. About the time you get to the first real bend in the path, there is a half-sheathed short sword laying in the middle of the path. Some of you would probably remember, I won't make you roll for this, that it had been on Petrus's hip when he first called in the cart. Who picks it up?
Aw, man. We're all cursed. This sucks.
Nia picks it up.
Who does?
Nia.
Good to know.
Mhm.
It is glowing faintly if you pull it out.
The sword?
Yes, the sword is glowing.
Does Nia know what kind of glowing it's doing right now?
Roll me Arcana. We can call it DC 18.
Cool. 18.
Nice.
I have a 0 in my intelligence, and I'm not proficient, but I got it. Look, I
Good
went
job,
to school
Nia.
too.
Anyway.
With the way that Marcella is rolling tonight, you probably would have outdid her.
I went to school.
You,
Still kind of going to school technically. Anyway,
you almost certainly recognize this as being some kind of detection spell.
Hmm.
The glow of the sword will get brighter or dimmer as something gets closer.
Okay.
But without identify, I couldn't tell you what.
She is going to take it out of its sheath, and she is going to hand it over to Marge and say, "You're leading right in front there. It's supposed to glow and warn us about. It'll warn us if something that it is spelled to warn us about. I can't tell what it's supposed to warn us about, but it is a warning device. If hold it out.
No.
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 Oh, gosh.
It's metal.
Goodness gracious.
Question. Nia, when you hold the sword out toward Marge,
Yep.
is it sheathed or unsheathed?
It was unsheathed.
The closer it gets to Marge, the more it glows.
Oops, I'm so sorry.
I snatch it from Nia.
Very good. The sword goes back to a dim glow. And
The
I do
druid.
believe... Oh, sorry.
The druid doesn't touch metal. And just continue on.
And that brings us to a break. Thanks, everybody. Stick around. We'll be back in 15
We'll be back.
minutes. Thanks, y'all.
Go get food now.
Thank
I'm
you
so
so
hungry.
far.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I'm so
I'm gonna go grab
sorry.
food real quick. I'll be right back.
Go, go, go.
You if you were the one in front.
They can still hear us. They can still hear us.
and then everyone was crying.
Right?
Well done, guys. You did
Layouts
it.
messed
Good
up again,
job.
Tyler.
So I just want to say that each of you are loved and appreciated. The support for a debut tabletop RPG stream with a bunch of random nerds we've cobbled together is just utterly amazing. Yes, Tyler, you're the host. You're the owner of the channel. Please say it.
All right, friends. Hi, this is Tyler. I'm the Craftic Studios today, and I'm also hosting the stream. I really want to thank everyone as well. For a first stream, this is outrageously generous, and thank you so much. I know that we're going to be working through some tears here through the next half of this show, but thank you, everyone.
Indeed. Thank you, every last one of you.
Yeah. Tyler's been notified. He'll get onto the stream layout in a second.
Yeah.
We had to address the outcropping of love. Sildari, thank you. And I probably mangled that. Oh, hey, I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Oh no.
I'm Justin again.
Do I need to do the thing?
Hold on.
Please bear with us.
I'm sorry, my camera's really stupid. I'm fixing it.
We don't know
Somebody
how to do
vail.
that. No, we weren't theater majors.
They're hot. And we're back.
And we're back. Hi, friends.
Hi, friends.
We're doing.
Thanks for bearing with us during the break.
Yep.
We're trying.
We
Honestly,
appreciate you.
we talked about this right before we came back from break, and I told Tyler straight up, I'm like, honestly, if this didn't go off without like a single hitch, I probably would have been way more surprised than having technical difficulties.
So,
Whoa.
Oh my God. Level.
So basically, we're going to sit here for the next 10 minutes and just scream about how excited we are and
Okay.
probably cry.
Yeah,
There might be some crying.
I'm going to say something real quick because I was not expecting this at all. Like, this was a thing that Tyler and I have been talking about for over a year now. And it took us over a year to find the right people to do it. And even then, I wasn't expecting much to come from this. And this is beyond anything I could have possibly imagined for this. Y'all broke me. I don't to do with this?
Well, I think we have a fight coming up, don't we?
Mhm.
We might well. I was just saying.
Fight a thing. Maybe that'll help.
I love
got
you
a
all.
game
Thank
to
you
get back
beyond words,
into.
but like we
Right.
had, like there's D&D to be played.
Yeah,
so
Everybody's here for
okay.
D&D, so
yeah, let's
Yes.
fight a thing.
let's go play the thing.
Don't
All
mind
right.
me.
Let's do it. Let's play the thing.
Well, okay. So as we left off, we'd found weird glowy sword.
Mm.
And Nia's just like, oh, I don't meet many druids. I guess this is a nature thing or whatever. Like, fine. Sorry. Goodness.
Okay. And do you continue on?
Yes, we
Let
continue
me-
on down the path.
The Diana has the glowy sword.
15.
I'm behind March.
Yep.
We'll have to fix tokens on roll 20.
Hey,
Yeah, okay.
Jack. Thanks, Boo.
Worth
I
knowing.
see you.
So yeah, you finished the last 100 yards or so, just for funsies. What order are you in?
Marge.
Diana.
Aoife's gonna take up the rear.
I'm probably in front of Aoife.
Which puts Nia in the middle.
Yep.
Nia in the middle.
It's a Nia
It's a Nia sandwich.
Yeah.
Get out of my head,
Place to
Meg.
be.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
Just because it's one of the things I feel like as a DM I ought to ask: are you even trying to be sneaky?
Yes.
Are we?
Yeah.
To the best of Marge's ability.
Marcella is like this is a thing that she would be like, yeah, no, we're just she's gonna sneak snog up all up in there.
We're gonna sneak
Uh,
snog.
and
Snog.
I can give you a roll if you would like.
I say
Yes.
just for giggles. Yes. Let's have a roll, shall
What
we?
is Marge's? Oh, that's a beautiful plus to the stealth.
Is it actually a negative?
Terrible.
It's a big fat 0.
Oh, that
Hey.
was a nat 1.
I got a 9. Yeah, like
Wait, whoa! Who nat one? I'm sorry.
Marge has an 18.
The first nat one.
Oh,
Lovely.
great.
The 6'5"
in case
warg
anybody
That's a
thought I was
14.
joking, that is a nice solid nat 1.
it kind of doesn't matter at this point what anyone else rolled.
and the
Fantastic.
robot has an 18.
Womp womp womp.
Okay, to be fair, Dex wasn't exactly one of my strong stats.
With that dice roll, it doesn't matter whether they're strong or not.
With that roll,
Right into the swamp.
I just got a text from a friend that just said, I said be awesome. I'm
Nice.
sorry, my dice are
Ones are
cursed. Hang
awesome.
on.
Ones are awesome.
change your dice.
I have 4 more to choose from. It's fine.
Just
All right.
pull them all out. You know the rules.
Well,
All
so
the click clack.
for the viewers at home, this path is basically a giant arch that has a little crook at the end. And right as the rest of you are trying to be sneaky and up on the edge to have a look around, Marcella face plants into the mud when she gets her legs wrapped in vines, and you hear goblins shouting. And
Normally
Why
I'm
not?
excited about this, but
let's roll initiative.
Yeah.
Ah, first one.
Okay, we're gonna try the set that's always cursed for me. They have
Great
been
idea.
cursed since I got them.
Nia got an 8. Technically 8.14, but that's just to break ties. So never mind.
Well, then I actually need to roll.
That is a
tiebreaker.
10 for Marcella.
Okay, I couldn't do this again if I tried. The goblins also rolled an 8 and a 14. Could you give me what's your deck? What's your dex?
My dex is a 14.
I rolled an 18.
So is theirs.
Cool.
We're gonna have to roll this. It's a roll off. Let's have it one more time.
Wow.
Marge got a 19.
I'm glad some folks
10.
did good.
And, my D20 just went across the room. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
It landed on the floor with an 11.
God damn it.
Steph, you say that.
Darn you, Scuzz. I know it's you in there, in the little goblin group.
I'm sorry. At this point I only have the goblins and the Marge. What was yours?
19.
Okay. Diana.
18.
Marcella.
10.
10.
That is the best I have rolled all night.
10, and you are currently prone.
Yay.
And Aoife.
That's a big old one for me.
Whoo, girl.
Oh, no.
Everyone. We are
Caught unawares.
Tyler's saving the best for last. No, I'm reaching down to pick up Marcella, like grabbing her by the corset and just pulling her up off the mud.
Just grab me by the strings.
Yep.
Oh, bitch, get up.
Suck it up, literally. Just
that's what the goblins heard. I face planted. Eva just grabbed the corset strings and pulled and just.
Ooh.
ooh.
So as they come charging toward you, you've all at some point or other seen goblins before. They're not exactly uncommon, especially during wartime. You see them wandering around. It's goblins. You know what they are. However, one of them, there's a pair, as they come charging toward you, you notice is wearing the most obnoxiously gaudy medallion. This sort of flopping as it runs.
Does it look familiar?
Was
Is
Petulance wearing it?
Is
No.
his name is this goblin's name Flava Flav?
It is
Goblin's
now.
name is now Flava Flav.
Sure, Liz, roll me Arcana, or I'll take history.
No, we'll go with Arcana. Yeah.
Okay.
That is a 15.
It is almost certainly the magical key to something.
Oh.
You in the flash of firelight,
Mm-hmm.
you see well enough to recognize the shape and the setting of the emerald in the middle of it. So he is wearing the key to who knows what. So to the top of the order, Marge.
First of all, what do I see?
Oh, it's, well, I mean, as you step out, you see two goblins charging toward you, in a fairly large clearing. To the back side of the clearing, there stands a enormous cypress tree, which appears to have died a long time ago, but it's still standing. There is a watchfire burning, and a little log, which you would guess by the fact that this is where the goblins are running from, they were sitting on a few moments before.
Where are the goblins on the map?
Oh, yes, that would be important, wouldn't it?
It would.
Apologies.
It's all right.
I have to change layers.
He's okay.
Yeah, you say that, but I've completely forgotten how to work this thing. There we go. Do you see them now?
Yes.
Okay. And yeah, so they have just gotten up off of this log over here and are headed your way.
Excellent. The first thing that happens is can you make a dex saving throw DC 14?
Sure.
5, 10, 15, 20.
That'd be an 18.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Actually, apologies, dirty 20.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Mark's going to move in to the first goblin.
Okay.
And attempt to whack it in the face with a root stump.
Okay. Roll me that attack.
That'd be 11 plus 3 for 14.
14 does not meet.
Ooh. No bueno. And it's bonus action. Mark's gonna rage.
Ooh. Very good. Next in the order is Diana.
Alrighty. I come up behind Marge and I take the one that's on the left. I take my greatsword and I come swinging down over top of it.
Mhm.
All right, come on. That's a 7.
This is going super well.
Sadly, no.
So good.
Wow.
Doing great, everybody.
For the record, you're looking for 15 to hit these guys.
Okay.
Oh,
These are real
that's
high for
insulting.
gerblins.
It's speedy.
Hey, I'm going by the book.
I'm just saying.
We're not judging.
Actually, they're very small. They're
Very
not. They're not high. They're small.
They're small.
They're like. I'm sorry.
Get out.
Okay, bye.
I'm done. I
Um,
gotta go. No.
I gotta
Yeah,
go.
right.
I can't. Stop.
No,
All right.
they're small. Stop.
No, no.
I did.
Did you seriously? Oh, I was gonna be like, got it.
All right.
Sorry, I promise I won't
Um,
use my safety tools as a joke.
That's a joke. Let's please.
Green's fine. It's the
Not
other
really.
thing that's in trouble.
Yeah.
So green and yellow are fine. We'll keep running. But
Marcella.
yellow to stop us from doing bad jokes.
Okay, yellow stops the bad joke.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah,
We
there
needed to
go.
establish that before stream.
Probably. I didn't think it would be an issue, but
Here we are.
shame on me,
Let me just keep this in my hand then.
right?
I know this
For now.
group.
No, but my puns are so solid.
Whose turn was it?
It's Marcella's.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. I'm still on the ground, right?
Correct. It'll cost you half your movement to get up.
Yeah, I will get up because I don't know that I'm actually going to move. And she is going to launch. Trying to figure out where I am because I don't have a token on Roll20 yet.
I can give you a token as to where you may potentially be.
I would probably be behind.
So you should be
Yeah.
right where I'm pinging here.
Yeah, you should be right about there according to where we were talking marching order.
Okay. I'm gonna get
Somewhere in
up
that
and
area.
I'm gonna move in front of Nia,
Okay.
or at least like up next to Nia,
Sure.
whichever I'm allowed to do. I don't know how much. I really don't know how much movement speed I have afterwards. That's one thing I'm always
You
really
have-
bad about. Is
So you
knowing
should
my
have
movement.
15 feet, which would be
Yeah.
more than enough.
Okay, I'm really bad about knowing what my movement speed is. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move in front of Nia, and then I am going to launch a crossbow bolt at probably that one on the left of the campfire there.
Okay.
You need me to roll a thing.
That would be nice.
Wow, how are these dice suddenly not cursed? Holy
What you
shit. That was a 17 flat. So I know
Nice.
that'll hit.
I say you stuck him. Roll the damage.
Yeah, I don't remember what my damage is on the crossbow. Apparently I never wrote it down.
Is it a hand crossbow or a light crossbow?
I think it's a light.
It's D6.
Thank you.
No, wait, a hand is a D6. A light is a D8, I think.
I think a heavy's a D8. Hold
Possibly
on.
check.
Hold on.
Wait, where's
We all
chat?
stop and Google the
Oh,
rules of
hold
the
on.
game we're playing.
I don't need to Google it. I have D&D Beyond up.
Okay.
Crossbow. A light crossbow is a D8.
Okay, cool.
Heavy is D10.
Oof.
Hand is D6.
That is a 4.
4.
I've been doing this a
You in
while.
fact stuck him good. And for the record, that is the one without the medallion on.
Okay.
Yeah, him hurt. That brings us actually to the goblins.
Dun dun dun.
So because they are the closest, the first goblin is going to swing with his scimitar on Diana. I'm going to make the wild guess that an 8 doesn't meet your AC.
Nope.
The other goblin is none too happy about facing down a giant warforged. And as they go to run behind and toward the swamp, with a 17, we're going to call this a grapple. They reach up and try to yank on Marge's robe to see if they can't get them tangled up as they are escaping.
Okay. What would you like that check to be, sir?
We'll call it grappling.
Grapple. So that's what.
It's well, okay. It was 17 on the dice, 19.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Then your cloak comes off.
Did you see the full bear head?
Oh, so much.
It's so-
It's my favorite. Oh, God.
It's so cute.
So cute.
Love it.
Ah,
And,
I'm healed.
Right?
healed. And apparently the reveal earned us a gifted sub.
Aw.
As it should.
I don't know if that was just luck of the timing or
No, it was all you. Marge is
Totally
best.
you, man.
Best bear. Best bear Warforged.
yes.
That brings us to Nia.
Nia is going to step forward and or like literally just kind of like step like to the side of Marcella and just say, I'm done with this foolishness. And she is going to cast sleep.
Oh.
So 20 points of hit points is getting centered 20 feet over here. Unfortunately, Marge is in the middle of that. There's no save. It's just from the lowest amount of hit points to the highest 20. And they just get knocked out.
So the goblins soak 10 of that. Marge, how many hit points do you have?
Since Marge has taken no damage, Marge has 15. I do not go to sleep.
Do not go to sleep.
Plus, because Marge is Warforged.
Oh,
Marge
right.
doesn't
Well,
sleep anyway.
Marge doesn't sleep anyway. Very good.
I don't think you can be put to sleep by magical means then.
Wait. I have a better question for you.
Yes. Oh, you're fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
Yep. Okay. We're Gucci.
So yes, there are now 2 passed out goblins in a clearing with fire in a tree.
Okay. Wonderful. And then she's gonna look around for where Petrol is.
Do we
Yeah,
Chris.
whatever his name is.
Petrus?
Excellent.
Looking around, do we see any humanoid footprints?
Let's call it investigation.
Of course.
Are we still in initiative?
DC. Oh no, we're out of structure time. DC 15.
What are we?
I'm gonna go
it's a
tie
one.
the goblins up.
It's a 1 again.
Be very careful.
Yeah,
The,
you don't
the
see
spell,
Just
will
gonna sit.
awaken them
It's
if you
fine.
jostle them too much.
Okay. We're out of structure time. What are we doing?
I'm tying up the goblins.
Very good. They
Yeah,
are bound. As they're passed out, it wouldn't take you long.
Can I
can't
take
see
that key?
anything.
How did you tie them up?
I have rope in my pack.
No, I mean, did you like hog tie them?
No, not necessarily hog tie, but just arms around the back.
Okay.
Can I take that key?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
It comes off easily. It's on a fairly heavy leather tie.
Take his cloth off. How dare you? Need to just keep time.
Add that to my inventory.
Got to be careful. It's tricky.
So
Oh my god.
you have a clearing, you have a tree, you have sleepy goblins, you have a fire.
Marge would investigate the tree.
anybody else besides me wants to look for humanoid footprints and not roll a 1 like I
Yes,
did,
I
that
will. I
might
will. I will
be-
do that.
Mm,
I do that.
Keep a
Thank
listen
you.
out for any other threats.
And
Let's get
Diana.
investigation rolls for everybody who's looking for footprints.
Ooh, base 19.
Beautiful.
I'm pretty
Nice.
sure my investigation is a +4.
Beautiful.
+3, somewhere around there.
You love to hear it. Yes.
So
No, I lied. It's a +1, but that makes it a dirty 20.
dirty 20, yeah. So in addition to like goblinoid footprints, every damn where, you see 2 fairly clear sets of heavy humanoid prints that take a line from the path leading into the clearing around the watchfire, and they stop at the back of the tree.
I'm sorry. I think Petulant went this way.
This poor child. No wonder he has such a bad attitude. Everybody's getting his name wrong.
No, I did
Sheesh.
that on purpose because he's a petulant child.
I mean, he is. You're not wrong.
we do
you're
not
not wrong.
reward bad attitudes in my home.
So Marge was gonna go look at the tree while they were doing that. So do I see a person at the tree?
You do not. When I say they stop at the tree, I mean they stop at the tree. There's literally a set of footprints right at the base of the tree.
Think perhaps he may be in the tree.
You said the tree is dead.
Yes.
So, like, it doesn't have any foliage or branches or
it's-
anything.
I mean, it's a very large trunk, and a few branches are still hanging on, but there's no sign of foliage, and it's been gone.
This might be what the key is for.
Could possibly be. Who knows? I rolled a 1 on my investigation check, so it's not me. I certainly don't know.
The one character that knows it's a key has no damn idea where those footprints lead.
Didn't even see the damn footprints. Let's put that out there.
Okay, so Marcella is going to walk up to the tree and just start kind of like knocking in places, looking for like basically however to open it up, because she is assuming that there is some kind of secret compartment or passageway, a la Princess Bride.
Ah, yes.
It sounds like a tree.
It doesn't sound hollow?
I mean, it's fairly like it's a.
Gotcha.
There are footprints here.
Yes, dear. I did just point that out.
All right. At that point, then, Aoife will walk over with the key.
So, Marcella, are you still knocking on the tree as Aoife approaches?
Knock, knock, knock.
Yes.
As Aoife gets about 10 feet away from the tree,
Oh, God.
your hand goes straight through it.
She reaches into the tree to see if she can feel anything.
Nope. It's as if the tree isn't there.
Marcella walks through it.
Roll me a deck save, DC 10.
What? Goodbye.
So seeing Marcella walk through the tree.
So long, friends. That's 4.
Oh.
Do you have a backup character prepared? I'm just curious because
That on session 0.3.
Right.
I got
Please
the cards ready. We can play.
Please don't.
We need
Please
to
don't
roll
murder
you
my
another
baby.
character right now. I'm
Please
just
don't murder
saying.
my baby. I love her so much.
No, there will be no murder, but that first step's
This
a
game
bitch.
by Megan Lynn for the win. Everybody should have a copy.
Yes,
It's great.
mine's on the way.
Yeah, no, I figured I tripped over something or fell. Like that first
You-
step's a doozy. Watch out for the icy patch.
Yes, you probably should have stuck your head in first.
Which is what Marge is going to do.
Go big or go home.
Home.
We all know
yeah.
how it works.
I rolled it. It's only 2 points of falling damage.
Okie doke.
So, do you bother to warn your compatriots, or are you just going to let them fall too?
They just step through the tree and they just hear, oh,
Yeah,
careful.
Marge would poke his head in and look.
And you see a platform actually that seems to be a little larger than the circumference of the tree for some reason. It's polished stone, nothing fancy, and there's a Marcella like splayed out across it. But more than enough room for you all to comfortably step through.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. She's sitting up and like brushing off her pants.
Did you have a nice trip?
Yes, I will see you next fall.
And then Marge walks in.
Diana's just kind of chuckling in the back.
All right.
As I say, Marcella does have a sense of humor. She's just very standoffish. And y'all just don't know why.
And if she's not gotten up by the time Marge gets down there, he would offer a hand because he is a polite robot.
Oh, I'm a good boy. Y'all should be seeing that I changed encounter maps.
Ah, yes.
If you look for a ping, you'll be at the top of that staircase right there.
More encounter maps.
Oh, so glad that I did not fall down those stairs.
Yes.
Oh no, I don't need to open the character sheet. Here.
There you go. Yep, exactly right.
I'm a burr.
How do I drop a token in here?
So if you've put an image on your character sheet, if you click and hold the name and drag it onto the map.
Got it. I don't have one of those yet.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can theater the mind. This is really all for common
Yeah,
visual
no,
reference.
it's cool. It's fine. It's cool. I was just going to use it to measure to try to figure out where I was standing, but that's fine.
Sure.
If push come to shove, we can all just assume we're in single file behind the burr.
Okay. So you find yourself at the top of a long 5 foot wide stairwell. Because the tree is, for the moment, functionally illusory. I really can't say that word. You can still see by the light of the fire. I don't want to presume. Do you start down the staircase?
Yes.
Very good. As you descend the staircase and the light behind you fades, from around a bend, you can start to see the landing beneath you, illuminated by a strange purple glow. You're about halfway down the stairs when you notice at the bottom of the stairs is an open pit about 5 feet across that seems to be filled with wooden spikes.
Can I do another investigation?
Sure.
On the stairs?
On the stairs. Yeah, by all means.
I'm basically just trying to make sure that they're not about to like just turn into a slide on us.
Oh, jeez.
That will be a. You'd think I would know where the investigation is on my sheet by now.
A 12.
It wouldn't have mattered what you rolled. They're mundane stairs.
Okay, like I said,
I was gonna let you do it, but I'm like, I don't want to cut her off. But seriously, they're stairs.
No, it's fine. Like I said, I just want to make sure that we're not about to just slide into
Nope.
that pit. So
Nope. This is not slip and slide time.
okay.
Can I go look at the pit?
Absolutely.
Are we in the pit of despair?
I want to take my greatsword and kind of feel around.
Give me a little more than that. Feel around how?
I guess make sure it's real.
Oh yes. I mean, if you like whack at the side of the spikes, they funk like wood. You can like stick your sword down in there. There's I need to watch that hand motion. Stick your sword down in there and like there's clearance. This is very definitely a very real spike pit.
Okay. How wide is it?
About
5 feet?
5 feet. You can jump.
5 feet?
You can jump it, he says.
I jump it.
Sure. Oh, great.
Wait,
this is
for real?
going to be good.
I jump it.
Go with
I run
God.
it. I run and I jump it.
Go with God.
Deck safe, please. It's going to be a DC 18.
My mic was off weird.
Welcome back.
Oh,
You. I keep forgetting when I turn it on and off.
That's a face.
That is a
She's-
face.
that
It's a whole entire
she's
face.
making right now. She's
That's a
making that face.
13.
Oh, girl.
13.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. It's
You're
fine.
about halfway across the pit
hmm
when you get clotheslined across the shoulders
That's fine.
by the dark colored wire that was strung directly across it.
Can Marge catch her?
Mm.
And I catch myself on the wire.
That's what the dex check was for.
Oh, no, like I can't grab the wire. So I don't fall into the pit.
Roll it as acrobatics.
Okay.
I'll let you have this one.
That's a
same DC.
16. 16.
Still didn't make the 18. I'm sorry.
But talk about re-rolling characters.
No, by God, not that awful. I mean, you are going to take 3 points of piercing damage as you
Okay.
fall backward into a pit of spikes, but
Steph just called you an elf kebab.
Nice.
who got stuck?
Got splinters, y'all.
Splinter shell.
Oh.
Just one really bad one through the gut.
Right, one really super
The shoulder.
Yeah.
Tis
So,
a flesh wound.
you are able to then extract yourself from the pit without taking any more damage.
Just
Mind the gap, dear.
I just gesture to everyone. Go for it.
Dana's a paladin, right?
I used to be
So-
an adventurer until I took a spike to the shoulder.
So
So I
Justin,
became an elf
Yes.
kebab.
you said this pit's 5 foot across.
Correct.
How easy would it be for Marge just to lay across it to make a Warforged bridge for the party?
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Fairly simple, actually.
Yeah. Marge would make a Warforged bridge for the party?
Diana, do you warn them about the?
Yeah. Everybody, there's a wire across there that I unfortunately found out. I would have made that otherwise.
I would like
I
to.
would have made it if I'd known.
I would like to make my way across and looking for the wire.
That, once you know it's there, it's fairly easy to find.
Okay, then Marcel is going to take a dagger off of her hip and just try to cut that wire.
Yep, done.
I was hoping to actually use it to swing across.
So you walk across the Marge Bridge.
Yes, I walk across the Marge Bridge the entire time going, I'm sorry, love. Thank you, though.
I don't say sorry, but I do say thank you.
Wow, rude.
Dude.
Some people pay for this sort of treatment. Hey.
I didn't realize Nia was an escort.
Right.
I mean,
We're learning all sorts of new things about our party members.
I love this so much.
look, sex work is a real word.
It is.
Is
Lots of job hazards. Like you, like the person escorting you is sassy as fuck.
Among other things.
No, she's not Laura Croft. I wish. God.
And once everyone has made it safely across, Marge is gonna lower his feet down carefully so he can pull himself up on the other side.
Makes total sense.
Just pat his shoulder and say thank you.
Sure.
Are you on your toes?
You are all
Yeah.
welcome.
Thanks, Marge.
At this point, Marge has been around Diana and Effie long enough. He knows when to like dip, so they can.
So, you make it across, and you take about 5 steps on the other side, and there's an opening to your left, down a short hallway. As you make your way down the hallway, you walk out into a positively cavernous room. It's about 80 feet on a side, and is dimly lit in purple light all around, from these strange glowing plants that grow along the creases of the walls.
Don't touch those. Sorry, just, you know.
To either side of the room, about halfway across, there is, against all reason, a stand of trees that look very similar to the ones you'd seen up in the swamp. And about 10 feet from where you are, a stream runs through and bisects the room. If you squint on the far end, you can make out two doors on the other side of the room, on the opposing wall.
You sure it's not 3 doors down?
God
Yellow
damn
card.
it.
I need a yellow card for that. Jesus, thank you.
Sorry. Wow.
The
All
yellow
of
card
you,
is
I feel
also,
betrayed.
banned.
I feel betrayed.
Along,
So do we.
Look,
al-
the yellow card is Meg's kryptonite.
along the back wall, between the doors, there's a bas-relief sculpture of a giant snake. And under it are words written that, if I'm not mistaken, only Marge can read.
Wait, hold, please. Hold that thought.
Yep.
I have comprehend languages.
Oh, very good. And
What did my robot eye see?
Tell me, what did my robot eye see?
I just realized that I forgot to load this handout into Roll20.
Oh,
So,
good
I
job.
will just read it to you.
Okay.
There is an inscription on the back wall that in Druidic reads, I honor your path. I drink from your well. I bring an unprotected heart to our meeting place. I hold no cherished outcome. I will not negotiate by withholding. I am not subject to disappointment.
I can't type that fast. Can you DM that to me?
Of course.
Riddles.
I knew there was a reason I kept Discord open.
Oh, now I've got to open Discord.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
I didn't know where you wanted it.
Oh, Discord open full screen. Okay.
So yeah, that's what you see. You have a stream, some trees, a snake sculpture, an inscription. What do you do with it?
I would, of course, read that off to the party for those who
Please read
can't.
it for us. Please read it out for us. Please, thank you.
Like, do you actually want me to read it in the robot
Yes, I
voice?
do.
Yes.
Hold on.
I think all of our viewers want
Long
to see this.
suffering
wanna hear this.
sigh.
Long suffering snide.
I honor your path. I drink from your well. I bring an unprotected heart to our meeting place. I hold no cherished outcome. I will not negotiate by withholding. I am not subject to disappointment.
When you finish reading, the snake pulses green.
Ooh.
Well, apparently it enjoyed that. I don't know what accent that was. I just went through like 3 different characters. Started out as Ether, went to Honeysuckle. I don't even know where Marcella was. Sorry.
Yes, normally they do that, except not in a statue. What does it mean? Is it a riddle?
You said it's in Sylvan, correct, Justin?
It's in Druidic.
Druidic. Would I be familiar with that phrase?
No, that's a new one on you.
Okay.
And I take the sword, the one that was glowing,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of just get closer and closer and see what happens.
To what?
We are not near the snake statue.
No, you were not. You're clear on the other side of the room.
You're really
Never mind.
close to Marge, though.
How deep is the stream?
Oh, you can wade across it. I mean, it's all of 3 feet.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wade though.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
And it's only 5 feet
Nobody
across. I mean, again,
Nobody
you
wants to
can-
be walking through.
you can-
like,
you can
with
wade
wet
it, yeah, it's-
clothes.
Yeah,
Sounds
you can wade, you can jump it. It's not
Presentation.
it's not that kind of barrier.
Clean you up, girl. Don't worry. Got you. Clean and dry.
Clean and dry. So what are we doing, friends?
Can you ping where the snake statue is? Is it over there by the 2 little yellow dots?
Yes, those are appraisals.
Yeah, I'm assuming I would have had to get close to read that. So I'll
No,
just
it's
go ahead.
huge.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it like takes up most of the wall. You could definitely read it from the other side of the
Oh,
stream.
okay.
Oh, wow.
Jump.
And to be clear, did you cross the stream?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I want to like go to the edge of the stream and just kind of like wave my hand, make sure there's nothing there.
Just gotta double check.
That's actually worth asking, Marge. Did you just walk through the water, or did you jump? What was the?
I mean, I could have walked through it
I see you, Pen.
unless it's just super deep. God,
No, like
yellow,
I said,
yellow
3
card on
feet.
pin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yellow card on chat.
Yeah. Marge would have just walked across. Like after seeing Druidic, like that's not something you would normally see. So he's a little bit comfortable.
So Marge crossed first. Diana's checking for tripwires, or yeah, got it.
For throat wires.
Throat wires.
Nia steps through and she just has this look on her face. It's just like, I don't want to get my dress dirty. But she steps through
Very good.
and then cleans herself off.
Who's left to move?
I am.
Oh, hey, worth mentioning. Diana, did you still have the sword drawn when you walked across the stream?
Yes.
As you crossed the midpoint of the stream, for a brief moment, it glowed really bright.
Like so bright I had to like shield.
No, but
But-
darn near.
Okay.
Sorry, Aoife?
Oof. And is the stream actually flowing or is it stagnant
Yes.
water?
No,
Okay.
it is clear flowing water.
So it's like flowing underneath the wall and
Mhm.
continuing through.
Yep.
Okay.
Presumably spring fed, because it looks a hell of a lot cleaner than the water that was up above.
That's nice. Yeah, okay. We'll go across.
Without incident.
Lovely.
Marcella, move?
No.
What's Marcella doing?
Filing her nails.
Take my stick.
I'm sorry, what? No, that's, I think, honestly, I think I would probably be looking around a little bit. Actually, okay, here's a better question.
Sure.
Could I roll history on what this might be? Like what this place might be? Or like, is there a roll that I could do to maybe have an idea of what this is?
I could give it to you in general terms. Let's call it DC 15 history check.
Okay. I mean, we'll give it a shot because I
Might
feel
as
like she
well.
would be kind of puzzling over this a little bit.
Mhm.
Okay, about that.
You're puzzling over it and still puzzling over it.
And still
No,
puzzled.
that is a 17.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
You
Nice.
cracked the code.
This has all the markings of a temple or ritual site.
Okay.
This would be early 4th age, obviously Druidic because the writing on the wall. you don't recognize, like, the snake is of a style, but you don't immediately recognize the style other than early 4th age.
Okay. And I wouldn't know what this temple may have been, like what kind of ritual site or temple, like the purpose it might have served.
Probably not from this room.
Okay. Okay. So she's kind of got an idea of what's going on. All right. But
Yeah,
she'll
you are in some sort of druidic temple.
Yeah, that's she would have gotten distracted trying to figure out what this was and why. She might have potentially known some of this stuff and trying to figure out, like, rack her brain as to what she knows.
Sure.
She will follow everyone else.
Okay. And so as you get across the room, quick round of perception checks.
Well,
A
a 19.
25 and 14.
This was DC 15, by the way. So
Oh, 15. Sweet.
nice.
Cool. That me, 15.
Okay. So
Nat
everyone
one.
who got a 15 or above, I'm not going to bother moving them on roll 20. Well, yes, I can. Never mind. In the stand of trees,
Oh.
you see 2 skeletons
Oh.
laid out underneath the trees.
Do they look humanoid?
They are. They are both humanoid. They're old enough beyond that you can't tell much. They are still wearing some sort of ceremonial robe, and each has on it a brooch that matches the style of the carving of the snake, along with a series of just little raised points. It's almost like Braille. Not that Braille isn't in world, but that's the idea. Just a series of raised dots.
Are there any patterns to the dots?
Not that you recognize.
I don't know about any of the rest of you, but I think that taking things like this from the dead is probably not a good plan. Feels like an actual good way to get cursed.
It does. It actually occurs to me, Aoife may know this.
Oh.
Give me, we'll call it history. DC for you, 15.
Oh boy.
You've got this.
We believe.
Oh, no, it's on the floor.
Oh, no. Oh,
It's
gosh.
on the floor. Oh,
If it's a nat 20 on the floor, it counts.
It's above a 15 on the floor, it counts.
Can confirm it doesn't count. That was a 1. It was a 1.
Roll it on the
Doesn't count.
table.
Roll it on the table. 15.
15.
There we
Nice.
The pattern of the dots matches the arrangement of stars in the 13th constellation of the zodiac of this world. Its name is Orpheus. So,
Wait, wouldn't Marge know that?
Would he?
you tell me. Would Marge be following zodiac-y kind of things?
No, but he would be familiar with the
Retrograde?
constellations and the stars.
Fair, as a druid.
Yeah, especially with 10 years in the woods.
Oh, it.
He did his time. 10 years of it in the woods.
Ooh. There's a bear-shaped warforged shit in the woods.
Bareheaded warforged.
Is that history? Yeah, 16.
Yeah. Okay, so you also recognize it. The constellation of Orpheus. So, beyond that, as you're facing the words and the snake and all of that, to your right is a closed steel door, and to your left, an open hallway. I said steel, yes.
Does the door have a keyhole? or anything similar?
It does.
As a druid, what would the significance of a steel door in a druidic temple be?
You can't think of a good reason. That door probably shouldn't be here.
Does it look like it might not be the same time as the rest of the temple? Like this door was put here
More recently?
more recently?
Yeah, it would. Even cursory examination would make you think this door is much, 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 much newer.
That door too shiny to have been a part of this temple. Whoever put it here probably isn't like you too into the nature stuff.
That door will not be here when we leave.
Okay, you're gonna touch it, you're gonna move it, you're gonna destroy it yourself there, big guy, or what?
Yes.
Yeah. Got it.
That's right. Roll to intimidate the door. That's right.
Is that that like a house that turns into a werewolf in the night?
I would just like you to know, for shits and giggles, I decided to roll to intimidate the door, and it was an 18.
Nice.
It's terrified.
Door is scared.
Just
stands
glares
The door
at it.
starts quaking.
Glare. I'm so glad that so many of us took
Oh my
intimidation.
God.
Okay, it was an 18 plus 4, so like this door
I can't
is
believe you
fucking
just nat 20.
terrified.
Oh my
I'm
god.
real glad that so many of us are proficient in intimidation. That's good.
No, it's not my one good roll.
It doesn't move, but the door is terrified.
Terrified. Let's see if
shaking in
this
its
key.
hinges.
Iodizes in its pants.
Do I hear the door rattling?
I just said it's shaking in its hinges.
Let's see if this key
It
works.
creaks in terror.
No, it does not.
It does not. Okay. All right. Well,
Well, every door should have a lock. What does the lock on this one look like?
It looks like a standard issue. Stick it in keyhole.
Okay. So we need a key. What about these gentlemen here? I know you said didn't touch them for curses and all that, but if one of them might have a key to the door. Unless the snake is a key.
I personally, I don't feel comfortable
Do we
with
want to go down here first?
Marcella goes and checks the skeletons for keys.
No, there are no keys on skeletons.
But keep in mind, she doesn't touch them because they're skeletons. She's just looking.
I'm just wandering around, trying to make the sword glow again.
The only place. Well, okay, two places. As you approach the stream, you see another one. As you get close to the snake statue, get close. I'm putting a question in chat.
Ooh, fun. This will be fun.
Okay.
In the Zoom chat.
Yep.
Okay.
I just need to make sure.
No.
No.
Okay.
You said there were two doors though, right?
You said
No, there's an open hallway.
There's an open hallway.
You said an
Oh,
open hallway where Marge is standing, and
This
then
is
the
the
open
door
doorway is
here.
down here.
Oh, there is a open doorway. Cool.
Yeah, like there's not even a door there. It's just a hall.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna assume that Diana notices you. Not Diana. Oof. Nia notices Diana using the sword, and says, It glows every time it goes near the snake and near the stream.
Mhm.
Only those two places.
Only those two.
Is there anything in the stream?
I won't make you roll it. It's just water. There's nothing to your senses. No.
Okay.
Okay. I know you just asked to just check, but I feel like that would have been the next logical thing that she would have done. She would like to, Marcella would like to just push the door gently with her fingers. Or perhaps it is a pull door.
It is in fact a pull door.
Okay.
There's a handle.
Okay. She would like to attempt to open it then, I guess.
Oh,
I'm
look,
gonna
the door
die.
opens.
Okay.
The door just opens.
Yeah, the door just opens.
Oh, well,
cool, fun, awesome,
lovely. Lovely. She sticks her head in the.
I
nobody
love that.
tried.
That's great. That's
Well, like I said, that would be the next logical step for her. But she also knows she's in a temple with a door that's not supposed to be there. So like that's a little suspicious to her.
It is.
She's gonna
Completely
poke
fair.
her head inside and look around.
Sure. It's another short hallway. They're about 15 feet ahead. There's a very sharp bend to the right. And hanging just before the bend is a torch, which doesn't look to have been burning for all that long.
She looks down the hallway and she starts to say, Petrus? She's been calling him petulant for so long she cannot remember his name. But she calls his name.
Sure. Only echoes.
Can I see relatively well?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lit torch.
I have to ask. This is the first time I've played a character that doesn't have dark vision. She steps in and carefully checking for traps down the hallway. Heads down the hallway.
So yeah, you walk past the
She goes without saying anything. She just literally just like pushes the door open. It's like, yo,
I opened the door and I said, "Oh, lovely," and then said, "Petrus."
I say, y'all should have heard her yelling.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then you would hear her shoes on the floor, I'm assuming.
So Marcella's leading the charge.
Yes.
So down like I said, about 15 feet, there's a turn hard right, another short-ish hallway. And then you get to the top of an insanely long staircase leading down. You can only really get a sense of it because you see the size of the torches that are around you and can see basically a pinprick of light at the bottom.
Can we not take one of these torches with us?
I was just gonna say she takes. I was gonna say she's gonna take one off the wall, and
they're just in sconces. You can pick one up easily.
Yeah, she's gonna take a torch off the wall and head down these stairs.
You did say something about checking for traps.
Yeah.
Now would be a good time to roll that.
Okay.
None of us made a road.
On a DC 13.
Oh, that's a 14 flat. So
nice.
These are the stairs that are going to go.
That's exactly right. As you were being careful and paying attention to where you were going, you notice that the 14th step is, in fact, a pressure plate.
She would like to point this out to her companions and just be like, if you're going to follow me, just don't put any pressure on this stair, please.
Very good. And so, I'm going to take the liberty to assume that everyone actually does that.
None of us are playing that character here.
Do what?
None of us are playing that character. It's like
I just checking. I'm still learning these characters. I just want to make sure. So yeah. After what seems an interminably long time, you get to the bottom of the staircase, and to your left opens up a room about 25 feet on the side. finely polished marble floor. Blocking what appears to be a doorway on the other side is a large statue of a man in druidic looking robes holding out his hands in front of him. And in his hands are a staff shaped like a snake. All around the walls, there are carvings, bas-relief scenes of a man and a snake, and at one point a crocodile.
Is it chompy?
It's a chompy.
History check to see if I know any of this.
I was just going to ask you to do the same thing.
Sure thing.
That's only going to be an 8 from Marcella, I believe.
Okay.
18.
Yeah.
Yep. So you know some of the lore behind the Zodiac, and particularly that symbol. And what you see on the walls is hitting the high points of this particular star sign. Orpheus was a snake handler of legend, and drew his power from his relationship with nature, and particularly with serpents.
Does the staff look built into the statue?
No, you can pick it up easily.
Marge is going to turn to Aphie.
Should I?
In for a penny, in for a pound, I suppose. I've come this far.
Marge takes the staff.
The moment you do, the snake comes to life.
Oh, that's fine.
Big one upstairs.
It's however not a flesh snake. It's as if the wood itself came alive. The
Is
snake
no one going to
slithers.
comment on it's not a flesh snake? Really?
I'm trying very hard. Look, y'all.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm.
Really?
I'm-
It was.
It was right there.
It was. I put
trying
it
to
there.
be
I
nice.
wanted. I
It's only
did.
the first episode.
That
Damn.
No, I'm
fruit-
sorry.
That fruit was so low hanging, even Al wouldn't have taken it.
It was as low hanging as the flesh snake.
We're not that type of stream, y'all.
Just to keep everyone up to date, we don't have OnlyFans.
Yet.
Okay. So yes, the wooden snake. Yes.
Kevin killed me. Sorry.
Tired, pocket rod, wired, flesh snake. How can the audience submit a yellow card?
Dear audience, you can borrow mine.
Oh, okay, I'm
Borrow
sorry.
mine.
I'm sorry. I
Snake
derailed.
ate
I'm
the flesh
sorry.
snake?
Do it. All right. And okay. Yes, the now living sculpture. I'm just going to stop saying anything about a damn snake.
There you go.
The now living sculpture winds its way down your arm and makes its way over to the base of the first of the bas-relief scenes. It almost seems to climb into it. Not quite. It's still in the room with you. But you notice that it takes the pose exactly of the snake in the bas-relief scene.
I move into the pose of the person in the scene.
The snake immediately advances to the next.
This
In the
feels
next
like
scene-
the dragon
Yeah,
dance from
um,
Avatar. I'm
Oh,
excited.
and see, I was
This
just
is
like,
great.
oh, this very much has Legends of the Hidden Temple vibes right
Oh
now.
yeah,
Right,
that
right,
too.
right, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Just be
I'm all
careful.
for
Don't
it.
get grabbed by temple guards.
For the record, I've never seen that, so I don't know.
Justin, you would love it.
Next one
I
shot. Legends of the Hidden Temple. Let's go. Okay, keep going.
So just for the sake of interest, in the next scene, the Druid man appears to be in combat with an alligator, and the snake is defending him.
I'll move to be the alligator? Question mark.
Okay. The moment you both are in position, the snake moves again. In the next scene, the wounded druid is laying on the ground, as from behind the serpent is consuming the alligator.
I'm probably gonna regret this, but I assume the position.
In the chat, everybody.
But that just,
Everybody- everybody
that
out there
just
just-
brought me back to that just brought
Like-
me back to stage crew, and it just made me really happy.
No, bad chat.
Bad chat.
Do like they do on the Discovery.
No, no,
No,
no, Nikki, no.
Nikki, no.
Nikki back.
Bad, Nikki, yes.
Nikki, yes.
No.
Nikki's very,
All right.
very good.
We need to move on through.
Fake-
Let us
fakey Liz.
continue.
So allow Marge to assume his position.
Yes,
Y'all are horrible.
as do I.
With the non-flesh snake.
Okay. I need to handle something back channel real quick. Okay.
Do I need to pull up chat? Which chat?
It'll be in Zoom chat.
Okay.
The jaws of the wooden snake seem to unhinge.
I'm so sorry. You said this snake was wooden?
Yes.
Hell.
And yeah, because we went through the whole flesh snake thing. You can watch it on video on demand. It's there.
It is.
I missed the part about it being a wood snake.
It was just back to wood snake.
It is.
But its jaws unhinge. And
Get in its belly.
Get in
Yes.
it.
There is no noticeable bulge. But it, God, I can't believe I just said those words. In moments, Marge is gone.
Cool. That's cool.
And the
This-
snake
this should be
moves
fine.
to the last scene. Where the snake is wrapped around the man's arm, and they go on their way. Marge,
Yep.
tell us what you see.
I'm in the middle of a forest glade with a small bench and an apple tree in the middle bearing fruits. Ripe
What do
fruit.
you do?
I go sit on the bench.
Yeah?
Look around for a minute.
You take an apple?
Sure.
Okay.
I look for. Wait, are there any of them that are not overly ripened that have fallen on the ground?
No, they're all hanging, all perfectly ripe.
Okay, I would take an apple from the tree and thank the tree for its gift.
You have a message back, Jen.
Hey, messages.
So-
This is great.
Aoife, you now have a snake wrapped around your arm. What do you do?
So has the statue itself moved at all?
Not yet.
Not yet. I like that.
It's so good.
This is fine. This is fine.
Yeah. Okay, everything's fine. Okay, so I have the snake. And there's no more relief on the wall. There's no.
Nope.
Okay. Well, then I will approach the statue. Yeah.
Right.
With
Give it the snake back.
Oh, I suppose that would probably be the next logical step. Yeah, sure.
Just checking.
Just wrap it around the arm, or
Yep.
if I take it off and it turns back into a staff, replace it.
The moment the snake comes back in contact with the statue, it comes off the plinth and walks out of your way, standing just beside the open hallway.
That's not creepy at all. It's fine.
No.
It's fine.
Ooh,
This is the
take
stuff
me
of
back
Meg
to
the
Dr.
player's
Who times,
nightmares.
Tyler.
As it does, you notice on the floor a piece of paper.
I would like to pick that up, please.
Yep. And on the piece of paper, there is writing.
Oh, Lord.
You should now see
I do.
in roll 20.
I do. It's a lot of numbers.
There's a lot of numbers.
Yep. Cool.
And in front of you is a long hallway.
Those
Wonderful.
look like. I'm not seeing.
Does
this.
everybody? Oh, does everybody see it? 'Cause
I am,
Yes.
but that's I'm not. My character wouldn't see this unless you showed it to
Gotcha.
her. So
Yeah, no. I'm gonna take it folded up and stick it in my shirt and head on down the hallway.
yes, boob pockets,
They're the best.
the best.
The best.
So you don't show this to anybody?
Not yet.
Cool. I'm still gonna write it down in my
Oh, but it'll be in their notebook for roll 20 if you.
Oh, okay, cool.
no. But when I pull it up in my notebook, when I pull it up here, it covers up my.
I would like to petition to have a bra of holding instead of a bag of holding, please.
No.
We've already talked about the
That's
dress
already
with
been
pockets.
handled. You get dressed with pockets there.
Yeah,
That's
we all
pretty
get dressed with
common in
pockets.
this world.
Dress with pockets.
Except she doesn't wear a dress.
I wear a dress.
No, Marcella doesn't.
I know. What if you did a power suit with pockets?
No, I don't think that's her style.
I think we talked about the leather leggings though, with the
Ooh.
pockets.
Oh yeah, because I was gonna say these ones I'm pretty sure at least have a faux back pocket, so like that
Yeah.
could be a real pocket.
It could be a real pocket. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Make it
with
so.
with the pockets that don't break the line of the pants. I remember that whole ass conversation.
Sorry. Anyway,
Not at all.
I follow Aoife down the hallway.
Very good.
I follow too. Thank you.
So, you make your way down the hall, around the corner. And if you thought the room above was cavernous, that was nothing compared to what you walk into next. Easily 120 feet on a side and 120 feet high. Black polished granite floor. And suspended in the air across the room is a model of the solar system as you know it. Along one wall are a series of clocks. 8, to be exact.
I'm mad that I don't have this paper because I think I know what we're supposed to do.
Eva takes the paper back out of her boob pocket, I guess.
Pocket.
I'm assuming how many hours are in a day in this universe?
24. It's
24. Okay. So so she would set each clock in order as it goes from 1 to 8 to the times that are listed here on this piece of paper.
very good. As you are working, you hear a voice behind you.
Oh, that's fine.
Sure. Totally fine.
Sure.
Why have you come, children?
Children. Mm.
Do we all hear this or just Eva?
Oh no, you all hear it.
Oh, good. I'm glad it's not just me.
It's
Well.
big enough to fill the room.
Ooh.
We're looking for a very petulant child.
Oh, yes, him. I've already dealt with him.
I'm
Please
sorry.
tell me he's still alive.
Oh, yes, he's very much alive.
And what exactly have you done with him?
I am disinclined to say, other than he is alive and secure, and exactly where we want him.
We?
About the time you asked that question, from behind the largest planet steps something that looks not unlike a dryad, but wrong.
Wrong. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's fine.
You can't quite put your finger on it, but there's just, it's not. Everything about it feels unnatural, even though it should be a natural thing. And it's flanked by 2 flying snakes.
Flying snakes?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure I heard you correctly.
Yep.
Cool. All right.
Yes. We, child.
Justin,
Yes.
can you check DMs of Zoom?
Yep. Give me just a second.
Wow.
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Wow. Do you have a clue what happens now? Oceans rise. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Empires fall.
Oh yes, you came out. My bad.
Okay. Just
Yeah,
wondering.
Sorry. Yes, March
Trust,
season.
trust me, Nikki. I say awesome, wow, awesome, and no one understands all the time, and no one understands what I'm talking about. It makes me bad. So
Probably being intimately familiar with these creatures.
Yes.
The hell's wrong with them?
Can Marge see them? Marge is...
Sorry, Marge is back with us.
Justin.
That was, he pinged me back channel. My bad.
Got it. Understood.
I did fail to mention that, yes, Marge had rejoined us in the world.
Thank you.
Marge is back.
Did the apple come with you?
I ate the apple.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Interplanar
forbidden
apples.
fruit.
I don't know.
Oh,
It just sounds yikes to me. I don't know.
I don't know. It sounds like a really overpriced communication store.
It was the best apple I ever eated.
Forbidden apples. Okay.
Yeah, Marge, this thing has unquestionably felt the touch of cold steel. In fact, it probably has some on its person right now.
Yeah. Marge would just be hackled right now.
Is the sword reacting in any way?
Is the sword drawn?
I don't know.
I've had it drawn this whole time.
Oh, it started glowing the moment you walked into the room.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm thinking perhaps you may want to smack it with that.
Before you do.
So you don't have to tell me twice.
Yeah. As you finish the last clock, I'm assuming you're still working on them.
Oh yes.
The planets start to spinning, and a panel in the back wall opens up, and Lucy the corgi comes charging through,
Oh, thank the
barking
gods.
at full frickin' voice.
Good. We have a
Didn't
Lucy.
kill you hear that, chat? I didn't kill the dog.
At us? Is it barking at us or the
No,
scary
at the
dryad?
at the scary dryad thing.
Okay.
And if the intention is to go ahead and whack it with a sword, Diana, did I hear that?
I'm going to whack it with the glowing sword.
Well, let us roll initiative then, shall we, friends?
Oh,
Excellent.
hell.
Let us roll
Yes.
initiative.
Let us be cognizant of time.
Wow.
Yep.
Yes.
Time check.
We got 20 minutes.
Thank you.
It's a 5.
I got a 10.
18.
17.
Womp womp.
All right. I have Diana. I have all of mine. Marcella, you were a 17, is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Aoife, what were you?
10.
10. Is that a
18.
9, March? What?
18.
18.
18. This set likes Marge.
And what was Neil's?
You got a 10.
This
You have
set doesn't.
We need a dex check because we have two 10s.
14?
11. Probably the least dexterous elf you ever met. It's fine.
It is fine.
It's fine.
Great, boo.
One more thing to check.
She's real pretty, though.
He's very pretty. Your bone structure.
All right,
Your bone
so,
structure is phenomenal. Got great cheeks. Love the ears.
First up in the order
Could use some conditioning.
are the snakes.
No.
Are they on the map?
They should be.
The snakes.
Let me zoom in.
Snakes.
Nah.
I see them. Okay.
Okay, they should be
Oh.
doing right. And are you in the position you would be in? Is that the
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because I'm.
Snakes.
Oh, that's more than close enough. Okay. Whoop. I can't move the blasted snakes. Not fighting with that right now.
Six snakes.
They go to close with the party, taking a first bite at Marge. I'm going to assume that a 12 does not meet.
Nope.
The
You'd be looking for a 15.
Okay, the second snake going for the person holding the glowing sword.
Thanks.
It's clear that you did not, in fact, bless these dice. That's a 12.
Does not hit.
Does
Thank
not
you for
hit.
not blessing the dice.
That brings us to Marge in the initiative order.
How far apart are this
How far
grid
apart
is
are the snakes?
No, hold on. This grid is really hard to see. You said the snakes moved up to us, correct?
Yeah, it's not letting me grab the token. But yes.
That's all right. I'm trying to count 5, 10. We're just going to move to here because I'm assuming the snakes are probably here.
Yep.
On him. So I can move there without provoking and there without provoking.
Yep.
All right. The first thing that's going to happen is a vine shoots out of Marge's chest at the tainted ass dryad.
Okay.
Dirty 20
Nice.
Yeah.
for 4 points of damage, and it is dragged right into my face.
Nice.
Nice.
Close combat.
Yep. And you said that was 4 points, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And then Marge is going to rage and smack the shit out of it.
What?
Yes.
What?
Get it.
Roll that smack attack.
Yep.
Smack attack.
That is 17 plus 3 for another dirty 20
Oh yeah, that hits.
for 7 points of tree ball damage.
Nice. Yep.
And he is going to roar at her.
You are tainted.
Well, she's going to roar right back. And come at you with a sword that she should not be holding. The whole of it's metal. And as she rolled a nat friggin' 1,
Nice.
Get wrecked.
she goes to swing and drops the damn sword.
That is what you get. That is what she gets.
That's what you get when you let
You secretly
your sword
cursed the
in.
dice, didn't you, Kayla?
Whoa. Whoa.
I just
whoa.
put them in the mail.
That's what it is.
Cursed them.
USPS.
USPS.
Leon. Hey, Justin.
Yes.
Leon's in the corner going, get hot.
That brings us to Marcella.
Yes, Marcella pulls her hood a little further down on her face, and she makes her way over to the snicks, and she's gonna try to whap them with one of her daggers.
Yep. Do the thing.
Oh, okay. That is a 22 to hit.
Yes. You hit the snake.
You hit the snake.
Hooray. Awesome. Wow.
Wow.
Slowly armed battalion to remind you of my love.
So
that is 2 points of damage.
2 points of damage. All right.
Daggers don't have a lot of damage, y'all. It's a D4.
And just to be clear, you're adding your bonus, yes?
Your dex.
Your dex to damage?
No?
Do you
Yes,
have
you should.
dex?
Was I supposed to?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a D4 plus your dex modifier.
Oh, I must have forgotten to write information down on my sheet. Sorry. It's still only 3 points of damage.
Oh, well.
Better than
Three,
2.
three is better than two.
Yep. Which actually brings us in the initiative order to the dog.
Oh no.
Lucy, fuck him up.
He doesn't
Only
know
runs
Lucy
about
does.
halfway across the room and then disappears.
What?
She reappears just above one of the flying snakes,
Nice.
pinning it to the ground and biting it.
Ooh, this boy don't deserve this dog.
She's. Yes, we have a blink corgi.
There we go.
Oh
Blink dog. I was
my
like, what
God.
is not displacer beast? What are they called?
Marge
Fail,
is
can we have a
100.
displacer beast? Can we have a blink corgi, please?
So even her snake is not quite dead, but she's on the ground and worrying the snake, just like the good girl that she is.
She's getting so many treats after this.
She is getting a whole pack of rations.
Love a Lucy.
Oh my god, please paint it. Please paint it. Please do it. I will pay you to do the thing. Please paint it.
But can we just get rid of Bartholomew and just keep Puppy?
Jesus Christ, y'all.
We're going to rescue Lucy from petulance.
Exactly.
That brings us to Nia.
Excellent. Nia has her rapier drawn, and she goes for she goes for the other snick snack that is not currently being pinned by Lucy.
Mm-hmm. Roll it.
And that one. Well, maybe I should have gone for the other one. I got a 6.
Doesn't meet. Sorry.
Nah, of course not. But I will go ahead and look at Alfie, and I'm just like, get it, girl. And I give you a bardic inspiration. There we go. You get a D6, and you get to use it on attack rolls or saving throws or ability checks.
Beautiful. All right.
That's my term.
And that does, in fact, bring us to Aoife in the order.
We will be casting, surprising absolutely no one, Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast
Playing
for
a
the
warlock or
win.
something.
All of us do fucking
Eldritch
finger guns.
Blast. Pew pew. At the Dryad.
Very good. Roll it.
21 to hit.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
god.
All right. And that it's fine. That's a 6.
It's
It's not
okay.
that great, but
This Dryad's looking pretty rough.
good.
Um,
Get wrecked.
Rickety wretch.
And at the bottom of the order, it is Diana.
I run up with that glowing sword and I try to wail on the dryad.
Get him.
Roll it.
Get him.
Somebody come get her.
No, we're not starting that.
The face
tonight.
again.
Somebody come get her.
That's an 11.
Bad.
Was that Kayla?
That's an 11.
That actually meets.
What? What?
Yes.
What? What? What do I roll for
Holy
this? Wait, well, I don't
shit.
have the stats for the sword. What do I?
It's a short sword.
It's a short sword.
D6.
1d6.
I love that
Plus strength.
the faces everyone just made.
We're all just like kids. We're like, ah, yeah.
So
10
1d6
damage. 10 damage.
Nice.
Nice. 6
Tell me
plus
how it
4.
happens. She's down.
Oh.
Down.
Call your shot. What does it look like?
I come running up past Nia, past Marge. I kick her down with my foot and stand over her and just off.
Woo! Hey.
Brutal.
Nice.
Hey. Hey.
She done
Hey.
wrecked. We'll get back
That was
to
really
the
hot.
dryad in a moment, but back to the top of the order. One of the snakes is pinned and can't do crap all, as it's currently got its head in a corgi mouth.
Can't do crap all. It's got its head in the corgi maw.
No, I think I'm about to get attacked by the snake I just bonked.
I'm also next to the
For
snake.
all the good it did, because that was a 7 and it missed.
Yes, it does very badly.
Marge, kill this thing.
Please.
Marge can turn around and whack the snake.
Roll it.
That's a 15 to hit
Yep.
for 7 points of damage.
Yep. Snake down.
Yes, swing away like the guy from Signs. In batting practice.
No, yes, no, yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Whack.
Marcella, do you want to interrupt Lucy?
Nah.
We have this. Lucy deserves this.
But Petulant
And-
doesn't
Shake,
deserve
shake,
this
shake,
dog.
shake, shake.
And we are out of structure time because that snake's dead.
Yay!
So you are
Well,
standing in the middle of a giant ori that has set to spinning.
Thank you.
There is an opening on the back wall.
Uh,
And a very
Mar-
happy corgi still playing with a dead snake.
Marcella walks to the opening in the wall and pokes her head in and shouts for Petrus again.
This room is considerably smaller. It's only about 20 feet across, but fairly long. In front of you, there is a circle in wood set into the floor with intricate knot designs. And way off to your right, you can just make out a spiral staircase leading up. There's no sign of him. But as soon as the dog sees you head that way, she runs over and stands on the circle and starts barking.
I follow.
Before we do, what's everybody else doing back in that room?
Nia would have just followed Marcella.
Marge would search the dryad and then set its corpse to fire.
Okay. Before we deal with that, Aoife?
do I discern any sort of significance from the positioning of the planets?
Yes. In fact, you do.
Okay.
If you stand there long enough, which shouldn't take very long, the planets settle in such a way that the moon is now casting a shadow over all of Eta. Basically, it's an eclipse. So,
Have the
Mark.
clocks changed? Sorry, have the clocks changed, or is the time still?
Nope.
Okay.
When you set the clocks, it set them in motion and moved them to this point.
Got it. Okay.
Marge.
Yep.
When you go to inspect the body of the dryad, this isn't your first dead dryad, is it?
No.
You've seen them before. You know what it should look like. The ways in which this thing are wrong are many and varied. This thing didn't just touch iron. It's infused with it. Where there should be vines inside it, there's cold steel. It oozes something like oil. What do you do with it?
Yeah, like I said, I'm burning it.
Okay. Most of it burns, leaving behind a metal skeleton and veins. So, time check. We're getting close, aren't we?
2 minutes.
Okay. So, do the rest of you join the party inside the room?
In the room.
Yep.
Okay. As you approach, one by one, gather around the circle. I'm going to take a little bit of liberty here and say that because of where she was in the room, Aoife is the last to join the party. As she approaches the wooden circle, because she still has the key, the circle lights, and Lucy disappears. And that's where we're ending for tonight.
Cool.
Cliffhangers.
Of course. Of course. Every episode's going to be a cliffhanger. We want folks to come back next
I
time.
know. Well, I want to come back next time.
I mean, hell yeah.
Cliffhangers are my favorites.
Very
So,
good.
so I want to be the first to say it. Justin,
Yes.
I love your world so far.
Amazing.
I
Me
look for-
too.
I so look forward to continuing to see what we find next.
And also, before we get too much further into closing up, I want to say a big thank you to Tyler. Thank you
Indeed.
so
Thank you,
much
Tyler.
Thank
for
you, Tyler.
being here with us tonight and making this happen.
You're
We
welcome.
literally
also-
couldn't do it without you.
We also need to say a very huge thank you to Justin
Yes.
for not only creating this world but letting us play in it.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank
it's,
you.
It's a joy to have you here.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
And thank you, chat, for the level 5 hype train on our
Yes, guys,
first session
thank
of
you
Saving
so much
Face.
for being here
Oh my
tonight.
God.
Oh,
Brought all
yes.
the tears, all the
Whole
feelings.
thing has been amazing.
Very good.
But hey, Nick, you didn't make me cry.
This time,
This time.
just saying, there's always
No,
next
Abe,
time.
it was your wife.
She did not make me cry. She made me Nicky face. Thank you very much. There's a difference.
There is a difference.
There's a huge difference.
All right. For real, everybody, all of you, my players, everybody in chat, thank you so very, very much. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time.
And the next episode of Saving Face will be September the 29th. So mark your calendars, mark your time, 8 o'clock Eastern. We'll join you back here.
And in between then, we will be playing the Family Order.
Yes, on the 15th, we will be playing The Family Order. We do have open slots for that game if you want in on that. So you can shoot me a DM on Twitter at KMC_ if you want.
Super secret. If you want more Saving Face, tell your friends, tell your family, come watch. The more people we have, the more often we play.
Yes.
We could, in theory, do this every other week if y'all really like us. But only if you really like us.
And if you like super duper like us, like really, really like us, we could potentially go to every week.
Maybe.
So,
Maybe.
just saying.
Food for thought.
Yeah, just things to keep in mind.
Very well.
But on that note,
thank you for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.
Good evening, friends.
Good
Night,
night.
friends.
Thanks, Nate.